Here at Anglian Water, we sometimes get calls from customers asking questions about their water bill. In this short video, we're going to answer some of those questions. There are two ways of paying for the water and wastewater services that you receive from Anglian Water. Firstly, you can choose to have a meter fitted, and here you pay based on the amount of water that you use. Secondly, you can pay through a rateable value system, and here the charges vary depending on the size and location of the property. This video looks at a bill relating to a metered property. So let's start with the envelope. On the front of the bill, we've got the details of the person that Anglian Water have down as being responsible for the charges at the property. On the rear of the bill, we've got the details of all the different ways that you can pay. Most of our customers choose to pay by direct debit. This means that the right amounts are taken regularly from your bill, freeing up time for you to do the things you want. Looking at the front page of your bill, at the top on the right hand side is your Anglian Water account number. If you have this when you call, that's great, but don't worry if you haven't. The premises supplied is where the water is used. This is normally the same as the address on the envelope. The period of charge information, which appears underneath the premise supplied details, shows the period of time the bill covers. In this example, it's from the 14th of December 2011 to the 13th of June 2012. Any brought forward balance is shown underneath the period of charge. If you have a brought forward balance and it's a credit, it will be deducted from your water and sewerage charges. If it's a debit balance, it will be added and included in the overall bill amount. The total water charge is what Anglian Water are charging you for providing you with clean water. This is based on the water that's been used throughout the period of charge which is detailed on the bill. The sewerage charge, listed underneath, is similar. Here we're charging for taking away and treating the clean water that you've used. We charge you for sewerage based on 90% of the water that goes through the water meter. The bill amount is calculated by adding the charges for water and sewerage services and then deducting any credit balance that's been brought forward or adding any debit balance. We estimate your next year's charges based on your previous consumption. We include the bill amount and divide the balance by the amount of payments until we next review your bill. We review your payments once a year, so if you've had a change in circumstances, for example more people or less people staying at the property, then please let us know. Moving on to the second page of your bill, here we outline how your charges have been calculated. Firstly, you'll see the balance of your last bill. Then, underneath, there's a list of payments that we've received since the bill was produced. Below this, it states the balance that's been brought forward onto this bill. This can either be a credit or a debit figure. Underneath the balance brought forward amount, you'll see your meter serial number. This is unique to your property and can also be found on the actual meter itself. Across from readings, we'll tell you what tariff you're being billed on. We offer different tariffs depending on your circumstances and the amount of water that you use. Details of the different tariffs can be found on the Anglian Water website. The next section shows how much water has been used at the property in cubic metres during the bill period. It will state whether the meter has been read or we're using an estimate. If we've estimated your use and you want to provide a reading, you can do this using our free phone number 0800 032 6237. If your bill covers a period that includes the 1st of April, your meter readings will be split into two periods. This is because our prices change on the 1st of April and we'll charge a part of your bill on the old rate and time after the 1st of April on the new rate. The next section explains how your water charges are calculated. Your water charge is made up of two elements. The first part is the standing charge, which varies dependent on the tariff you're paying for water use on. The second part is worked out by multiplying how much water in cubic metres you've used by the charge per cubic metre. Your sewerage charge is also made up of two parts. The first element, again, is the standing charge, and this will be for foul water that goes directly into the drains and surface water that drains from the roof of your property. If your property has soakaways that capture all of the surface water that drains from your roof, you should only be charged for foul water. If this is the case, please contact us. The second part of the sewerage charge again is worked out by multiplying 90% of the water you've used by the charge per cubic metre for sewerage. So that's a quick explanation of a metered bill. I hope you found it useful, and thanks very much for taking the time to watch it. If we can be of any further help, then please do contact us. Ways of contacting Anglian Water again are listed on the back of the bill. Our billing call centre's telephone number is 08457 91 9155, or you can contact us through the website at anglianwater.co.uk, or follow us on Twitter at anglianwater, which is all lowercase apart from the capital A for Anglian and the capital W for water. Thanks again.